of you struggling with mathematics, this guy's story is going to inspire you. When this guy was a little boy, he was a total failure in mathematics. This guy wanted to become a medical doctor, but unfortunately, his fear for mathematics made him to give up on that dream. But eventually, he decided to pursue mathematics again, and somehow, he ended up becoming one of the best mathematics teachers we have in Nigeria. He even went for a mathematics competition, and guess what? This guy went home with 10 million naira, a trip to Finland. In fact, the story about to hear will definitely inspire some of you. This is his story.
You cannot teach a child the area of plane shapes without telling the child how to measure the length and breadth of a room. You cannot teach a child volumes of cylinders and all that without linking it to...
Hi, my name is Esobna Ofuchidebube. When I was young, I always failed mathematics. That is, I get F9 in mathematics and pass every other subject. But today, guess what? I am one of the best teachers in Nigeria because I recently won the Martina Teacher of the Year award and got myself 10 million naira.
I cannot tell you how many times I failed mathematics when I was in secondary school. How did you move from somebody who used to score F9 in mathematics to one of the best mathematics teacher in Nigeria? Tell us your story.
Okay, I was actually on a mission to revenge what maths did to me, because all through my secondary school days, I've wanted to set the record of taking our first position all through. And I've been maintaining it. You know, in JS1, SS2, SS1, you do a lot of subjects. So each time I fail maths, I take the first position because I have a lot of subjects to cover the lapses I do have in mathematics. But unfortunately, it happened that in my SS2, where you have to narrow down the number of subjects you do, I was doing only 9 subjects. So when I got 37 in mathematics, I couldn't have enough subjects to cover the lapses I had in maths. And unfortunately, for the first time in my life, I took the second position.
Wow.
And I was so sad. And I told myself that I must revenge what mathematics did to me. I had to pause my ambition of becoming a medical doctor and decided to go to university to study maths, not just maths, but mathematics education, to learn maths and also learn how to teach mathematics so that any student around me will not face what I have faced. So that's why I had to focus on learning mathematics, seeking for extra lessons, meeting a lot of teachers of mathematics and all that, studying online, YouTube and all that. So that was how I understood that maths is actually not a difficult subject, but it's because of the phobia we have that we hear our elder ones saying that maths is difficult and all that, and we key into the fact that maths is difficult. Whereas maths is the only subject that when you study it and you get it right, you'll be so happy. I've not been so happy each time I learn and understand any concept in other subjects, but I only feel this joy each time I get a concept right in mathematics. And I told myself that I must be a generous voice to speak for students who is experiencing fear and phobia in mathematics so that they don't pass through what I passed through. And that is why I have devoted myself in even creating social media platforms, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Esomna of Online Maths, where I have almost 1 million followers across all platforms, where I teach just mathematics. And I post not less than 3 videos every day.
Wow, that's incredible. Wow, are you serious?
Sure,
wow,
sure.
This is really inspiring. Why do you think a lot of people fail in mathematics?
Okay, one, they believe that it is only them that have problem in mathematics. Even the best teachers have problem. So when you believe and maybe key into the fact that everybody have problem, you see it as something that will have a solution. Okay, and others also believe that maths is difficult, maybe because of the info they get from other teachers or other students ahead of them, that maths is difficult. So they key into the fact that maths is difficult, whereas they don't know that maths is actually the simplest subject one can study. And also teacher methodology also makes students to hate mathematics, because many teachers see maths as something that is abstract. But I can tell you that there is no topic you can learn in maths that doesn't have real life application. You cannot teach a child the area of plane shapes without telling the child how to measure the length and breadth of a room. All these engineers that tiles floor in a room, they measure the length and width of one tile, measure the length and width of the room to be able to know the number of tiles that can fit into that room. With that, they can cost it.
What is that called in mathematics?
Yeah, perimeter.
It's called perimeter.
Yeah, an area.
Oh, wow.
Area tiles it. Perimeter measures the length and the width also.
Tell us more about things that we can apply, things that we study in mathematics that are applicable. Tell us.
Yeah,
more.
even the volumes of solids. You cannot teach a child volumes of cylinders and all that without linking it to injections. You hear 10 mils, 8 mils, and all that. These are volumes of.
Okay, injection.
Yes, they measure it. If not, you'll be giving overdose.
True.
So you see, there is no topic in maths that doesn't have real life application. You cannot teach a child compound interest and simple interest without helping that child make a good financial decision. For instance, compound interest, if you invest in compound interest, you'll be making interest even on your interest. But simple interest only makes interest on the money you deposit in the bank. But compound interest makes accumulated interest. So with that, a child can be able to have a good financial decisions. Okay. You cannot teach a child sequences, arithmetic progression without linking it to maybe accurate measurement, like all these people putting poles in maybe in a given community. You will see that the distance from one pole to the other is always the same length. That is what we call common difference in arithmetic progression. So there is no topic in maths. Even if you give me 100 topics, I will tell you the real life application of those topics. So if you are teaching a child and that child finds out that this topic he's learning has our real life application, has an essence in the real life, the child will be able to key into it and know that he's studying something that has that is tangible. Whereas if you keep on telling the child to multiply, divide, and do that, the child will not see it as something that is useful to him. Therefore, the child will continue to fear that subject.
You speak like you studied in a different country entirely, because I never got to look at mathematics this way, and I find it kind of really interesting and impressive the way you are explaining it, and also trying to relate it with real life instances.
Yeah.
This is really impressive. Now, I am curious, how did you move from F9 to understanding the mathematics? Did you look for a mentor? Did you have to study online? What were those practical decisions you had to take?
Okay, one, I was bitter because maths made me to lose the record of taking first position from my JS1 to SS3. So because of that, I was so sad when it comes to mathematics, and I told myself I must revenge. And because of that, I have to. I started saving money then. I was living with my grandmom in the village. Sometimes I go to the bush, get firewood, sell it, and bought a lot of maths textbooks. Also, I paid, I think that time was 100 naira per hour. There is a youth corper there teaching maths in my school, Merchant of Light School. But I do pay him money. Each time school closes, other students will be going home. I will stay back and start learning.
Wow.
So with that coach, I actually believed and saw the real life application of mathematics and noticed that this subject is even the simplest among any subject one can study. With that, I started improving learning. I learned further maths on my own. I never did further maths in secondary school, but I wrote it in WAEC and I passed further mathematics in my GCE. Yeah.
Wow, this is impressive. I wish we had a marker board now and a marker. I would have loved you to teach me LCM.
Okay.
Do you know that was? Do you know I don't really even know how to solve LCM?
Wow.
It's called lowest common multiple,
yeah.
and HCF, highest common factor.
Yeah.
I don't even know these things. I failed mathematics woefully. In fact, when I was in primary 6, I was asking myself if I was even going to proceed to GSS1.
Wow.
And even in GSS1, I repeated. See, like I'm happy to hear your story, because I know a lot of people are struggling with mathematics. And by having this interview, I'm sure that there are parents who have been looking for solutions for their children's problem with their issue of not understanding mathematics, and I firmly believe that you will be able to help them.
Sure.
You have a platform across social media where you teach mathematics.
Sure.
And people can also consult with you. You can also teach people privately.
Yeah.
Do you have the time to do that as well?
I do that.
Okay, that would really be impressive. So we'll be tagging your social media platforms to this very video. Okay. I feel that this interview is going to be beneficial to a lot of people. Like you said, mathematics is not as difficult as you think. And with someone like this, the way he explained it, I feel that mathematics is going to make mathematics really interesting for a lot of people. When I was in school, they'll tell us to draw grasshopper and label it. I never saw how that was relevant to real life. I mean, I'm out of school now, and I've never had. I don't even think I've come across grasshopper. I don't even think how that would be relevant to my life. But I'm sure that there was. What would you say was the reason they asked us to learn that? Were they trying to build our mind to learn how to label things?
Maybe you learn to be careful too.
Careful. How?
Yeah, by looking at various parts of the grasshopper, and the biology they tell you let the labeling not cross each other and all that. I think they're just trying to teach
build
you.
our mind.
Yeah. But I wouldn't know because I'm not a fan of biology.
Biology.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you could answer this. Okay. How did you go on to win 10 million naira? I mean, do you know how that's a lot of money? And from my experience, I have never heard of an instance where they were rewarding mathematics teachers without huge sum of money. Over the years, you hear of competitions where they'll just set maybe 500,000 naira reward.
Sure.
So how did you must have really done so well for them to have awarded you with 10 million naira?
Yeah. First of all, I wasn't teaching to win an award. I was bitter. I was teaching to ensure no student around me failed maths. So maybe because of that fight, I've done a lot of sacrifices. I was staying in Anambra State up till 2021 before I came into Abuja. So I've been teaching mathematics. Even during the pandemic when schools were locked down, I partnered with Anambra State government.
Wow.
They used me as one of the teachers in Anambra Teaching on Air then. Coordinated by Mr. Patrick Okeke. The initiative was got by then Honorable Commissioner for Basic Education, Professor Keita Zuko Menoya. So I taught for free online every morning. Sometimes I used my money to transport myself from my house to ABS Radio, where I would teach online. Sometimes I lodge myself with my own money.
So they never provided.
Yeah, that time. But towards the end, they paid us, I think, 25,000 naira for 3 months.
Hey, governments like this, so they don't place value on teachers.
Yeah. But I wasn't doing it maybe to make money. There was
a
time
because of passion.
There was a time I recorded WAEC pass question in CD, about 5,000 copies with my money. Went around Anambra State and shared it
for
in
free.
schools for free.
Yeah, that was a very noble thing.
Sometimes I go to schools, teach for free. That is what I've been doing all this while. Even in 2020, this same competition is Martina Teacher of the Year, not just for maths teacher, but any teacher. Yeah,
okay, that was where you won the 10 million.
Yes.
So it was not just a maths competition.
Teacher.
Okay, it's for teachers. But anyway, you stood out.
Yeah.
And your core competence is in mathematics,
sure,
statistics, but yet you still went there and you did it.
Sure.
You went with 10 million naira.
Yeah.
So this is God seeing all of your effort. Times where you were underlooked, you're not rewarded or compensated fairly.
Sure.
You understand? But God said, no, this young man, you are going away with this 10 million naira. And they also gave you a trip to Finland.
Finland, yes.
But have you gone to Finland yet?
No, more likely January.
By January.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you
really
so
impressive.
much.
Are you married? You're a young man.
Yeah, I'm married. I married last year.
Oh, last year.
Yes.
You look young. Well, that was good. I love to see people like this. Honestly, it gives me joy. I struggled so much with mathematics. Imagine if I had the privilege to have come across you. Maybe my story wouldn't have been this way. I suffered woefully in mathematics.
Wow.
I could not even do anything. Like, I'll just be writing rubbish. Do you understand? I'll literally, whatever they write for me on the question paper, that's exactly what I'll write for them on the answer sheet. It's crazy. I didn't even know. Oh my goodness. Wow. This is really impressive. So have you been able to write any book? What has been your contribution to mathematics in general?
For now, I'm targeting schools in rural areas. Like there is a school in Nasarawa State, Crown Grade School, where I teach for free. Like, because what I do more of virtual lessons. I teach students online from 5 p.m. till even 2 a.m. in the morning. I will still be teaching online.
Wow.
Yeah. So during the day, I don't have anything doing. So instead of sleeping,
you don't have a full-time job right now.
Yeah. No.
Okay, you do everything virtually.
At home. Yeah.
Okay, so guys, if you are watching this video right now, you're a student, tell your parents about this young man. I want people to go to his DM, book him for sections, all kinds of sections. I feel that he will be able to assist with your troubles with mathematics. So hit him up. Okay, continue.
Okay. So instead of sleeping during the day, I had to look for a school that would need me, because I believe that schools in town we have enough math teachers they need. So I looked for a school in Nasarawa State here.
Okay, those
Mararaba,
rural communities.
Yeah, so Clan Grade School. So I'm teaching them mathematics there for free.
For free.
Yeah.
If you get a good offer in a very prestigious school, would you accept
No,
it?
I cannot teach in any school, no matter the amount.
Oh, you can't teach in any school.
Apart from the school I'm teaching for free, where I feel the impact will be tremendous. Because
What kind
any
of guy is this?
I can't. I've been getting offers even from my Facebook page. I think the 2020 school in Asaba called me for they said 1 million naira every month. I rejected it in 2022.
Wow. I don't know what to say. I'm speechless at this point. I'm lost of words. May God see you through this journey of life. And may
Amen.
God expand your horizon, expand your connection, and give you more opportunities to impact society positively. I feel that people like you should be heard about over and over again on the internet. Sometimes I follow certain blogs and I see the things they post. Even if they are my friends, sometimes I have to unfollow them because they do not use their capacity to promote
Good things.
productivity, things that will be beneficial. Imagine you are constantly always posting things about homosexuality, James Brown's Bobrisky, those things, it turns me off.
Sure.
So even if you are friends, I'll just unfollow you immediately. I feel like your story should be heard over and over again. Please do well to write a book. I'll look forward to a time where I can bring you on my show so we could have, not just a conversation about yourself, but how we can contribute, to society through mathematics. We could come around, talk about tips and tricks, especially maybe WAEC period is coming up. A lot of people will be tense to how they are going to face their mathematics. We could think of something we can do. Do you understand me?
Yeah, I'll be happy to come.
Since you're in Abuja now, okay, not really. Keep in touch.
Okay.
All right. Wow, your story is really inspiring.
Thank you so
Honestly,
much.
from a failure to somebody who is now one of the best. Hi. A lot of people have given up. Some people have just told themselves, I don't think this is for me. Maybe God called me to do something else. But not for you. I mean, this young man decided he was going to go all in. It's either mathematics kills me or I learn it. And at the end of the day, he's reaping bountifully from that decision he made. Your story is inspiring. Thank you for coming to our show.
Thank you.
God bless you so much. I wish we grow to that point where, this Steve Harvey show, Oprah Winfrey show, Ellen DeGeneres show, where they have a big screen. We could just do some problem solving right now. You understand? But unfortunately, what we just have is our camera, microphone, and our chair. And we don't have some body now that just say, okay, just show us some tips and tricks how to solve this. Then sometimes I could also invite you. I could look at for some of the most difficult mathematics problems that have not really been solved and ask, what are your perspective of how do you think we could solve this problem?
Sure.
You understand?
I'll
If
be
we make
happy to
videos like you, we could draw the attention of NASA. Do you know NASA? NASA, NASA now.
Yeah.
Aerospace company.
Yeah.
Really be. Let's look forward to that time. Thank you so much. Do you have any advice you'd like to give to young people watching you right now?
Yeah, just face your fear and believe that nothing is impossible. If myself, that have been failing mathematics, is now regarded as one of the best math teachers in the country, I believe you too can do it. And I also encourage teachers to teach for the outcome, because the outcome in one day will bring income. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. That was a very valuable advice. All right, guys, at this point, we have to say bye. Thank you so much for sharing your story. What's your handle? You may have to call it out.
Yeah, Esomnofu Online Maths.
Hey, that name is difficult too. How is it spelled, please?
ESOMNOFU. Online Maths.
Online Maths.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe if they just search Online Maths, they might even see you.
Sure.
Since you'll be making videos across all platforms.
Sure. I've posted twice today.
Okay. Twice today. All right, no problem.
Yeah.
I'll definitely tag you to this very video. Thank you so much. Let's
Thank
invite
you.
to our viewers.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching, guys, and bye.
Bye.